Good day everyone. Today, I'm presenting a game titled 4-Player Chess War. Every move has consequences. And I want to say from the very beginning, this was not just a chess game. This was a battlefield. Unlike traditional chess where it's one mind against another, 4-player chess changes everything. You're not only thinking about your next move, you're thinking about 3 opponents at the same time. One mistake doesn't just weaken you, it invites attack from every direction. As the game begins, the board looks calm. All 4 players are developing pieces, and at first glance, it feels peaceful. But in 4-player chess, peace is an illusion. Even in the opening phase, every pawn move and every knight jump is a message. Some moves say, "I'm strong." Others say, "Don't attack me." And some quietly say, "I'm waiting." As the game progresses into the middle phase, the real war begins. Players start testing each other with small attacks, pawn pushes, discovered checks, and sacrifices meant to provoke reactions. This is where alliances quietly form. Not spoken alliances, but tactical ones. 2 players may target the same king, not because they trust each other, but because it's convenient. But in 4-player chess, alliances are temporary. The moment one player gains too much advantage, the others turn on them. And that happens in this game. A strong position quickly becomes a weakness when 3 sets of eyes decide you're the biggest threat. One of the most important moments in this match is when a player chooses aggression over safety. A powerful attack is launched, but it comes at a cost. Key defensive squares are left unprotected. And in normal chess, that might be survivable. In 4-player chess, it's often fatal. Here we see the first major collapse. A king that looked safe suddenly finds itself exposed to attacks from multiple angles. Checks come not just from one opponent, but from different sides of the board. There's no time to breathe. No time to regroup. Every move must be perfect, because every move truly has consequences. As one player is eliminated, the board doesn't become easier, it becomes more dangerous. Now the remaining players gain access to captured pieces, shifting the balance of power instantly. Someone who was behind can suddenly become a major threat. This mechanic alone makes 4-player chess incredibly unpredictable. In the late middle game, we see desperation. Players are forced to make hard choices, defend your king or go all in on attack. Do you capture a piece, or do you stop an incoming checkmate threat? In this game, there are moments where the correct move is unclear even to experienced players. As we approach the endgame, the tension reaches its peak. Fewer players remain, but the board is full of danger. Kings are active, queens are hunting, and one wrong square means instant defeat. There is no room for careless moves. Even a single pawn push can open a deadly line. The final moments of this game are intense. What looks like a winning position suddenly flips. A tactical oversight turns the hunter into the hunted. And that's the beauty of 4-player chess, it rewards awareness, patience, and adaptability more than raw aggression. When the final checkmate lands, it feels earned, not because it was flashy, but because it survived chaos. This game proves that in 4-player chess, victory doesn't go to the loudest attacker, it goes to the player who understands timing, balance, and consequences. As we approach the endgame, the tension reaches its peak. Fewer players remain, but the board is full of danger. Kings are active, queens are hunting, and one wrong square means instant defeat. There is no room for careless moves. Even a single pawn push can open a deadly line. The final moments of this game are intense. What looks like a winning position suddenly flips. A tactical oversight turns the hunter into the hunted. And that's the beauty of 4-player chess, it rewards awareness, patience, and adaptability more than raw aggression. When the final checkmate lands, it feels earned, not because it was flashy, but because it survived chaos. This game proves that in 4-player chess, victory doesn't go to the loudest attacker, it goes to the player who understands timing, balance, and consequences. To conclude, this match shows us why 4-player chess is more than a game. It's a lesson in strategy, foresight, and decision-making under pressure. Just like in life, every move matters. every choice shapes the outcome. And sometimes, survival is more important than domination. If you enjoyed this battle, learned something new, or just love chess chaos like this, make sure you subscribe to the Daily Wisdom channel for more games, lessons, and strategic thinking you can apply both on and off the board. Thank you for watching, and remember, in war, and in chess, every move has consequences.